Mr. Maroon, Miss Theresa Shoatz.
Yes, this is powerful. Thank you all. Yes, I was thrown out there on a tour, and it was the best thing that could have happened to me. As some of you know, I take in foster kids, just started, it's been a year, and I had 8 kids, and I had to give up a little baby for the tour, and I thought it was the worst thing that could have ever happened to me, but for real, the tour was the best thing that could have ever happened to me in this lifetime. It was not only an educational piece, but it was reassurance that my daddy, that my family is still loved. And he needs that reassurance from time to time. You know, he always asks, do they still like me? Do you think they will support me? I said, yes, stop worrying about that. We're gonna get you out of here. So, New York. I asked you last year to ride with me, and you gave me your assurance that you would be there for me, and you were. The word has gotten out. People are still learning Maroon's name, but at least they're learning it. Throughout the tour, I had the opportunity to speak at universities and to the youth. So I want you to know that today, Russell Maroon Shoatz still sits in solitary confinement, but he's been transferred to a lower level security. So we don't know what this means. I was ready not to even start the tour so I could go see my daddy and see what was up. Why is he in this new prison? And why the hell is he in a new prison with Mamiya? Are they really gonna let these two out in population together? I'm confused. So we must keep up the fight. But I can tell you something, that is a small goal. That's a goal. I want you to ride this revolutionary wave with me and soar like a revolutionary, because we can do it. We can free them. I met people throughout the country, and we are one big family. If we pull it together right, we don't even have to be talking about free our prisoners. They can be home. They can be home sooner than what we think. Because with that transfer, now let me tell you this. Before Maroon was transferred, my sister should be up here, my brother, because they were the first ones to visit him. And as I got the story, because I'm going on tour, is that guards lined up to shake his hand. Oh my God. Can you imagine now? He's leaving 4 o'clock in the morning, and they leaving their posts in the prison system to shake his hand. So you know how powerful. Maroon is powerful. He's an educator. He's respected. We know there are goons inside the prison. We know some of these guards are not right. We know Green are trained on daddy and brutalized prisoners in SCI Green, and then went on to Iraq and brutalized prisoners there. So with that type of win, for me it's a win. We can take this beast under. We done grabbed him by the tail. We done took his feet from beneath him. Now all we got to do is chop off the head, and we will bring our prisoners home. I'm only holding this paper because usually I'll just roll with it, but I got additional news today also from one of the legal team visited Maroon today, Brad Groti, and he said that Russell is already making moves. Now, when the warden came to Russell, when Russell first got there, the new warden said, you didn't have to do this. You didn't have to go this route. You don't have to have all these people calling. He said, well, what you want me to do then? You know, the same way as some of you know, the prison called me and asked me to stop a campaign one time. I said, I can't do that. When you stop, I'll stop. Until you stop, I can't stop. So you keep calling. And they also asked him, what did he want? He said, a typewriter. They said, you got it. What else you want? This is all because they don't want their phones clogged up. They don't want to open your mail. because it does have to be filed. It has to stay on file for a certain time. I and Quincy Saul took this tour and ran with it. Who could imagine 30 days? We combined everything, all the universities we could see, and I got to California was the cherry on the top. I was greeted like the little panther cub that I am, like the little 9-year-old daughter that still needs her dad. People running up to me, put on this shirt, say Kuo Dinga shirt. What? Who are you? How did you get this shirt? Panther anniversary shirt. 2-hour drive for this brother who came to see me. Can you just wear the shirt while you speak? Quincy and I, we did it. We sold books, but we still need monies for legal. Although we have gotten some pro bono work, there still is investigations. We know Russell is innocent. We know he should be free. Russell is also being asked to be a mentor to the prisoner. And he said, I'm confused. That's all I've been trying to do is mentor, and y'all been locking me down for 30 years now. Well, what the hell are you talking about being a mentor? That's what I've been trying to do. So we don't know where they coming from. I do know it's gonna be a party like out of this world when he goes in the population, because he's going. We just gotta keep the pressure on. He's going, so we're going to have a party up in that. They're not going to be able to control us. They already say we out of order sometimes when my family get together and meet with Russell. But I got the news that the legal team said today that he's already squashed this battle that was getting ready to go on between 2 gang members. He educated them, fished them some literature under their doors, and now they're on speaking terms. How the hell do you do that? You just walked into the prison and you in solitary confinement, somehow you mapped this way out. Now, listen, I don't know if this is a test. Why are they doing this? There's a number of prisoners there with him that was at SCI Green. As I said, Mamiya's there and a number of young boys. I think, for real, keeping somebody in solitary confinement 30 plus, 20 plus years is a test in itself. Who can withstand that type of treatment? We know a kid, Mr. Stewart, in 2008, who protested against a traffic stop. He was taken in and placed in solitary confinement. He was dead within an hour. These young boys come in strolling, they don't know what they're in for. Okay. In 6 months, Daddy said someone walking like zombie. And now the big thing is not only medicating our kids out here, but they're medicating prisoners. They keep them docile and sitting and in control. Control units mean a lot. Control units mean control the fire, the uprising, and prisoners who challenge this rotten system. Yes, they're controlling them. How Daddy made it, we just got to keep the wheels spinning. Sending your letters to him. He'll write. He's supposed to be getting his typewriter. So let's see. There was also another test. A guard brought food to him and said, look at this, Russell, it's shit in your tray. He said, well, how did that happen? He said, well, not only yours, all the other prisoners. Shit in their tray too. Look. What you gonna do, Russell? So now they're testing him. What is he gonna do? Because he is a protector. He left my mom when we were little to make sure I didn't have to go through this shit that I'm going through anyway, because our leaders are from behind bars. But when he left, it was for a mission. And we gotta complete the mission. And Russell told him, well, what do you want me to do about the shit in the tray? He said, well, you tell me, and I'll get all the other prisoners on your side. He said, okay, tell him this. We just won't eat the shit.